Sorry, Twitch and YouTube. Just takes me a minute sometimes. It's for now. Facebook's been messing up. It's always something, so it doesn't really matter. It should be okay in a second though. Cool. We're gonna go live on both. All right. Hey everyone. For some reason, I said I was going live, and Richard decided to go live too. Kind of funny. I mean, we don't really have that many of the same friends, anyways. He gets a ton of followers and views and stuff like that. I only wish I could get half as many. Shamelessly, I have to like beg people, which I'm trying to like figure out how to maybe get away from that because it doesn't quite feel like me. The reason I do stuff like that is because I do think if I get enough people following and stuff like that, I will gain momentum, especially where I'm posting kind of regularly. It is what it is. Shame on me for kind of rejecting social media. Something that I see a lot of people, I don't say like older generations, but there's people that do that with like technology, computers, and then ultimately you get kind of left behind. I mean, social media, people are clearly making money off it between like partnerships, sponsorships, and even just like having the views in their channels, brands, marketing. So there's all sorts of ways of making money. I don't think I'll ever really try to make money off something I don't believe in. That's not even something I wrote down. Anyways, having a great day today. Got like all my to-do list done, maybe besides reaching out to a couple clients. But I did actually talk to them on like a personal level. And so, excuse me, sometimes it's nice to just connect, right? Not like be like commission breath and like here's houses, here's houses, here's houses. So I didn't quite send the videos I wanted to. I'll probably have that all set up tonight and then get the email out there. So maybe a couple things after doing this. No big deal. I do want to go into the quote, which is pretty cool. I'm just feeling like as good as a day as it's been, I'm like a little overwhelmed right now. Kind of feel like my mind's racing. Could just be that I stayed up late as well. So probably good to get back on track sleep-wise. Woke up really early for golf. Basically was up at like 6:50, which is a little earlier than I usually wake up. Usually I'm kind of like an 8:30, 9 o'clock wake up. So this quote, I'm totally going to butcher his name, and it's pretty funny looking. It's like Thich Nhat Hanh, which is a Buddhist monk. And he says, speak only when you feel that your words are better than your silence. And I think that's important, especially for me to take on. I like never shut up, basically. And so it's just good to consider like when is silence probably the better approach. Definitely want to like not say too much and put my kind of foot in my mouth here. Got a lot of good things going on, and I want to be transparent, but I don't want to be overbearing. Just be a leaky faucet out in the world. So trying to think of that and be more like intentional. Definitely like being, transparent, but just like considering how to not be like too transparent that it's like harmful for anyone. So I've been trying to respond to a lot of messages, definitely getting overwhelmed a little bit in terms of that, but I want to reach everyone, especially my actual people that I know. Would love to engage with new people. But if you find that like I'm not quite answering something, you're like, oh wow, Shane didn't answer me. Just like it again, or even say like, hey Shane, did you see this one? And hopefully the second time around I should see it. But yeah, what did I say? Yeah, I said free to ping me if I miss you. Ping's like a term that people use in the business world. Basically means like IM me, DM me, whatever. So we have a tentative name for my Instagram kind of after dark show. And I want to, thank Max for giving some options. And then also my buddy Jeff gave me kind of some great options there. I'm sticking with a tentative name of The Late Shane Show. And that kind of is obviously it's like a late night show, but it just like has like a late train, the midnight train. Maybe it could be like the Midnight Shane Show. But I don't really want to go off at midnight. So The Late Shane Show is what it is right now. Jeff also suggested like a logo of a train, maybe like me kind of in it, like, chilling. And then you have like, it's say like Late Shane Show kind of on it in graffiti. So that'd be cool. I actually intended on having that kind of as part of the release. I wasn't able to get to that. Wasn't part of my to-do list, was just something that I came up with. So you might have seen my video. I cross-posted between my main account and then my comedy account. I didn't want to post it on all of them because I don't want to do that anymore. But I do think it is relevant to my comedy. Basically, it's just me doing like cartwheels and like a bunch of, I don't know. At the end, I literally say I'm crazy. Like, because I felt a little weird. It's just like, I don't know if it's to my brand or whatnot. Like I said, I think not a bait and switch method, but it's really just like, okay, do something weird and quirky to gain people's attention, and then ultimately like hook them in by the vlogs I'm doing and stuff like that, keeping them short. So keeping it mindful of time. If you want to learn how to remove backgrounds of any video, CapCut is a free program that does it pretty well. It was actually really intuitive. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, felt like I was in like a jet engine hallway of just like all this technology and things you can do. Really cool, right? And that's how they do certain like memes. That's like, if you've seen the lady, it's like, you're my #1 employee everywhere. That's how they did. Cause I saw that. I'm like, how did they cut out the background and they keep putting in different things? Well, that's how. And so maybe it'll make me better overall. I just kind of like any skill or any master, you know, you don't want to just give a plumber like a nail gun if they don't need it, but they can do more work with, you know, like a monkey wrench or whatever, you know. I don't know. A terrible analogy because I'm not a handy guy, but it's like if you have the right tool for the job, it's, you know, awesome. If you're trying to use a tool that's, you know, great for the thing it doesn't do, it's not as good, right? So totally bear with me as I kind of take on that new shiny object. Not sure I needed it, right? But there was, you know, certain things that made it cool. I'll try to dial it back. So this is the first time using the tool. So I just have like 80 of me and dancing and stuff like that. I do think the little dancing guys that I do, pretty cool. Got some like good moves, especially when you do them in sync. But yeah, give me feedback on that. If you hate it, let me know. Honestly, no PR is bad PR. Just like put out there, like, that sucks, Shane. Don't put that again. You know, if I hear enough of those, I won't do it. If you're the only one and everyone else loves it, too damn bad. But yeah, I do feel like it's a little bit disconnected from what I want to do, and I don't want to be too gimmicky, but I do think corny stuff and cringy stuff, dial it back. Thank you, Richard. I will dial it back. But corny stuff sells a little bit, and cringy sells. I also just want to note, like, if you can get over cringy stuff, there's not a lot you can't do here. So I don't want to go too much into it. This is, again, where like the speak only when you feel that your words are better than silence. So I've had this new friend, you know, that's all it really is, like a friendship right now. It's just very exciting, getting to know someone new. Like there's like flirtatious there and stuff like that. It's weird, like feels like I've known her for like way longer than I have. Just really interested. And that's good because for a long time, like I just felt like I was going through the motion with dating and talking to people, talking to girls. And, you know, part of it's just like, haven't been fully attracted to some of them that I'm talking to, like enough of a base attraction, but it's just hard to fake it, right? And so anyways, yeah, I'm just interested in that, right? I don't want to go too far too fast. I don't want to say too much that I kind of ruin it there, but it's exciting. And it was actually pretty funny because clearly this like gave me a little confidence, but the person noticed I was not single on Facebook. And I'm like, oh shit, really? Like, I've been broken up for 2 years with my ex, so it's just like unbeknownst to me because I wasn't really using Facebook. Had to change that to single. So if you see on Facebook, I'm single now. It's not like I just broke up with someone. That's 2 years going. What's up, Adrian? How you doing? I have a rule too. Like I saw you there. I tend not to call people out or like I don't shout them out unless they kind of comment there. But life's been good, man. I see some pictures with you. You know, killing it, kind of that music scene, always surfing, stuff like that. Always have you kind of in my thoughts and prayers, bro. Hope you're killing it. And still considering like how we can get this podcast going. Consider that this is kind of like a birth child of the idea that we had back in November that we would do a podcast. So if you ever feel like being on my screen kind of up here, you know, get you behind the scenes, feel free. We can make it happen. You know, we'll do like a Zoom or something like that. The first time I do it, it probably won't be perfect, but I'd love to have guests. Just being mindful of time. I think I'm going to have like a weekly podcast that's a little bit expanded on what I do here and just a place to have like other people. Cause I was talking to my neighbor. Yeah, we should absolutely collab and we can bring in more of your buddies. Like you talked about, always like down. I wouldn't want to be the one talking the whole time. Would love to have it like a panel, group discussion, just shoot the shit and stuff like that. So we can definitely collab. I also have another buddy, Max, who often joins these. He'll probably watch it after the fact. He's doing well for himself, kind of like starting businesses and got some cool like real estate investment type questions. Without getting too much into that, what do I want to say? And again, I'm just trying to be mindful, do less ums, and just kind of think before I say. Oh yeah, I just got good feedback because it was like, what are you actually doing? Like this daily is kind of like a journal. but it's essentially a journal where people can interact with me live. I would like to ultimately have another journal that's more personal, that I can like really get into details that no one's ever going to see. But that just hasn't been done yet. So for now, I'm kind of using this as my unofficial journal. Appreciate everyone being there. Essentially, you're like a free therapist for me, all of you guys. So yeah, joke's on you. No, I'm just being fresh. But yeah, I do want to end it just trying to be engaging. And so I'm at 10 minutes here. Like I said, I hope everyone on Instagram can hop on to the Late Shane show. I don't think I'll be able to do it on Shane D Comedy in the future. That show will live on the Shane D Comedy page. I'm just trying to separate like the content kind of where it fits. My main personal is going to always be kind of like PG-13-ish. I don't want to do more than 3 posts on my personal a day just to not flood people that just want to connect with me and not necessarily be like targeted ads. Yeah, I did finally put my ads out there. Nice. But yeah, so that's too much about me. How's everyone doing today? How can I assist you all? What are ways that this can be improved so that it's ultimately helping you? Like, not just like, Shane, you suck, or Shane, I hate when you do this, but like, what are things you guys are interested in? What's things you want to learn about? I'm pretty good at researching things. So, if you guys put that out there, more than happy to kind of, what do I want to say? Like, provide research, provide help, insights, even just like walk down at like a tough question or anything like that. The only problem that stinks about live is I lose the comments after the fact. So either add them to Facebook or wait till I post it and put your questions in there. I might do something where I like take a screenshot before I get off of like everyone's comments. Eventually that probably won't work as this grows, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look online. So speaking of research, maybe myself just see ways to actually get the chat. But yeah, like, definitely engage. Anyone joining kind of late, we're trying to end it right now, but I'm about to start my Late Shane show where I have a couple items. Gets a little more raunchy, nothing crazy, but just a little bit more like after dark kind of material. Again, this goes to Facebook, this stream, so I don't want to blow up Facebook with just like inappropriate stuff, things that kind of deter people, anything like that. So hope you guys have a good one. Anyone who doesn't join the next one, thanks for joining this one. Anyone who kind of hops on the next call, I'll definitely see you there. And much love and respect. Thank you, thank you. And Facebook, peace out. Nothing behind your back. You can always check it on YouTube or Twitch, Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I had my cousin today reach out, was like, oh, what are you doing on Instagram? And I'm like, you can actually see it on YouTube too. So I'm not trying to hide it. I'm just trying to keep Facebook kind of clean. So we kept that our 15 minutes. That's a huge goal. Hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks again. See you on the other Late Shane show. I'm going to stop streaming here because I got to put a new broadcast up. Thank you.